Its title is Repressor of Memories. The hell kind of tile is that? I don't get this picture at all. Now this is a calm, relaxing picture. Fountain. Nice and simple. There's a price written here. Let's see. 5,000. Man, what a world. Looks like there's only a picture. Looks like there was a picture here before. Only the caption's still around. Flame purifies all. Flame, eh? Well, I don't know what kind of picture used to be here. I'm not too fond of fire. It's scary somehow. Excuse me, Heather. A 2-foot-long katana would be a wakizashi. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So if you've been paying attention, you might as well figured out that what the tool I need to use here is the one I just picked up. Screwdriver. Flathead screwdriver that was in the corner of the hallway.
Okay.
Totally ordinary.
I'm gonna be there in a few minutes.
This was in the door of the office. It looks sturdy and well used. Door downstairs looks open, too. No way I can get down there like this. That old familiar pattern is on a piece of paper stuck to the vending machine. I'll put it there. It's not like it's the latest fad or anything, right? dog figurine. Looks real enough to bite. Bathtub display. Dark red stain on the bottom.
I knew it.
It's being invaded by the other world, by a world of someone's nightmarish delusions come to life.
Oh no, not again. Did she do this too?
And once more, we find ourselves in the other world. The mummy-like thing in the wheelchair is just a doll. Or is it? Something about it makes me uneasy. Why, I wonder? Why is there a wheelchair in this building? Or a doll for that matter? I don't know what kind of plant this is, but it's withering away. Poor thing. Something here. Find the Holy One. Kill her? That's me. Who could have taken this photo? This is really creepy.
Heather. That's what you're called now, isn't it?
And who are you?
The name's Vincent. Don't forget it, okay? I'm on your side.
So you say. But how do I know you're not with her?
Her? You mean Claudia? Please don't lump me together with her. She was totally brainwashed by that crazy old hag. Well, I guess crazy old hag is a bit harsh. She is your mother, after all.
My mother? What do you mean?
You don't remember? Ah, so Harry didn't tell you anything. I guess he hid the truth to keep you on his side, eh? That figures. He's a pretty sneaky guy.
Don't talk about my dad like that!
Sorry. I apologize. Please, calm down.
How do you know my father anyway?
I know everything. I know about your past, too.
Then tell me what's going on.
You don't know even that?
That's why I'm asking. If you know everything, then tell me how I can put an end to this.
Not yet. Why not enjoy yourself a bit longer?
Enjoy? I feel like I'm going crazy. Does this place get to you at all?
Oh, it gets to me, all right. I find it most fascinating. Wait! I'm not finished talking!
I knew you were on her side.
How do you figure?
There's something wrong with you, too.
So, a lot of information just got revealed in that conversation. Of course, if you haven't figured it out by now, we are playing as Heather Mason, daughter of Harry, the protagonist of the first game. Whom you also might be remembering, hey, wasn't his daughter named Cheryl? Well, yeah, you'd change your name too if you were on the run from some bizarre cult. But yeah, it turns out, when he mentions the old hag and says that's her mother, he seems to be talking about someone else we knew from the first game, Dahlia Gillespie. So something's going on here. We don't quite know what, but we'll be figuring that out. But I feel like we should get the impression that Vincent is not trustworthy or on our side. I don't know about you. When you pour diluted hydrogen peroxide onto manganese dioxide, oxygen is produced. Although oxygen will not burn on its own, it will help other things to burn. It's a puzzle clue. Book's lying here. Looks like a fairy tale. Once upon a time, there was a monster living at the gates of a village. It was very scary and very bad monster. Catch people up and crunch them up with its big teeth. Villagers were afraid of the monster, and no one would dare approach the gates. Everyone was stuck inside the village. When the king heard about this, he summoned his knights. The knights eagerly rode out to defeat the monster. Ha! Take that! Their swords slashed and their spears flashed, but the monster wouldn't die. The monster tossed the knights into its mouth one by one, horses and all. What was the king to do? He fretted and fussed and paced the floor. He could think of no solution. Soon after, the village priestess came to the castle. She was a very kind and good person. The king asked her to defeat the monster guarding the gates. The book's torn. The rest is missing. I remember reading this a long time ago. I think I borrowed it from someone. Don't remember how it ended, though. Ugh, I didn't read the story through to the end. Is the register broken? There's money scattered all over. Register and the cash aren't of much use to me right now. For some reason, the only thing in the fridge is liver. Hope it's not rotten. There's cigarette butts all over the counter. Pretty yucky, but otherwise not worthy of mention. There's dirty glass at the counter. Looks average enough. There's a big sheet of glass in the way. It doesn't break when I hit it, so maybe it's not glass after all. Don't know why, but the world on the other side is calling me. No more cigarettes for me. I quit for good. feel it's worth noting that the painting that the save point replaced was titled Repressor of Memories. Flame purifies all. But these remains may a person find the road to paradise. I've seen this picture before. No, wait, I've never seen it, but I do know it somehow. And there's a bucket beneath the picture. I got a puzzle clue earlier. Didn't save as a memo. Well, we got a clue. Essentially, that if we find oxidol, some organic tissue, that foam is producing oxygen. It's flammable. The rest of that fairy tale I read earlier? The priestess accepted the king's request and went to the village gates, but when she saw the monster, she tried to convince it with words instead of killing it. "Shut up, you! I'm going to eat you up!" The monster didn't listen to a word the priestess said, but she kept trying to convince the monster to give up. It's wrong to eat people, you know. The monster grew very angry at this and attacked her, killing her with a single mighty blow. I mean, I'm no thief. I might act like one now and then, though. Come to think of it, I am kind of thirsty. I'd feel weird drinking anything sold in a place like this, though. Let's put a coin in and find out what comes out. I bought this from a vending machine. It looks real, though. There's a tag on the key that says Elberton Life Insurance. We look at our map, go all the way down to the first floor. You notice that locked building we couldn't get into before is owned by Elberton Life Insurance. The end of the fairy tale. The king and his people shed tears at the death of the kind priestess. God took pity upon them and, granting their wishes, healed the priestess. The priestess opened her eyes just as she had done every morning of her life. She went once more to the monster's lair. Fool, you wish to die again? No, this time it is your turn. The priestess had come back to defeat the monster once and for all. As the priestess was very, very kind, she felt sad about this task, but it had to be done. Swords and spears don't work. Arrows and bullets just bounce off. Can't kill me, the monster laughed. The priestess used neither sword nor spear, chanted but a single spell. Tu fui ego eris. You know what happened then? The monster let out a huge cry, died, vanished. Thus the villagers were able to use the gates once more. Everyone had lavished their gratitude upon the priestess, and they all lived happily ever after.
Tu fui ego eris. Weird writing. What was that?
Daisy Villa apartment. Finally home. Mailbox is empty. she's not going to comment on anything? Oh, wait. Found the one she commented on. I missed the dialogue prompt. Well, she comments on basically a reference to Silent Hill 2. She's like, oh, there's a letter from some guy's wife, etc., etc. It's whatever. What's this doing here? It really pisses me off. It's like having someone spit on your sacred place. Looking at it makes my head hurt. What does it mean?
Oh. Dad, I'm home. Listen, something really crazy's going on. I think we should... Dad? Dad? No. Did you do this?
You're late.
But why? Why?
Revenge for 17 years ago, for one thing. If not for him, our dream would have come true. And then he took you away from us.
I'll get you for this!
There is another reason. To fill your heart with hatred. It must be this way. One day you'll understand why.
No, I'll never understand!
You must try to remember me, and your true self as well. You will birth a god, and build an eternal paradise. He's the one who killed your father. I merely gave the order. So, what will you do? I'll be waiting where all begins. In the town of Silent Hill.
I don't know what to say.
Then don't say anything. I'm fine, so just get out of here and leave me alone already!
Calm down. I just...
Calm down? How am I supposed to do that? My father is dead! He's murdered! Get out! This is all your fault! If it weren't for you,
I'm sorry.
then go!
If it'll make you feel better, I will. Is he okay like this?
What else can I do? There's no one here to give him a decent burial. I'm sorry, Dad.
What do you do now?
I'm going to Silent Hill.
What's in Silent Hill?
I don't know.
Do you think it's safe?
Of course it isn't. I don't know what kind of hell is waiting for me there, but I've got no other choice. I don't care about God or paradise. If that's what she believes, then fine. But she won't get away with what she did. When I find her, I'll kill her myself.
Revenge doesn't solve anything.
Maybe not, but that's what I'm going to do.
How are you gonna get there?
None of your business.
I'll give you a ride.
I don't need your help.
Yeah, but it's too far to walk. Besides, I'm partly responsible for this. I'll bring the car around back. Come by and we'll finish saying goodbye.
You know, you might die too.
That's fine. Nobody's gonna cry over my grave.
Wonder if my dad would be mad at me for thinking that way. I'm gonna leave the mic on for this bit, since I have a feeling everybody got some, would like to just hear some talking after all that.
Okay, that was a bad time. When I first played this game, I cried really hard.
Yeah, if it wasn't obvious before, Heather's dad, Harry Mason. Harry Mason? Dad, why'd you have to die? Told me you were the strongest man in the world. Liar.
You know, but it hurts a lot. That bump hurts.
Just as usual detective novels. My dad loved them. Interesting picture that Heather apparently drew when she was a little kid. Photos and pictures aren't particularly meaningful. What? Oh, I wasn't looking at your phone. I was looking at the TV. Morning always comes. It's corny, but it's true. But if your eyes are closed, it always feels like night. That's the hero's line from this movie. I always liked that line. Now it just seems stupid. Stun gun battery. Stun gun battery. Stun gun. You notice there's no mirrors in the house, too? Or at least... Okay, no, there is a mirror in her, but no, that's a medicine cabinet. Okay. It's Heather's room. I don't remember exactly when, but I think I got this doll at the garage sale. I still like it, but there's nothing I can do with it right now. I'm exhausted, but I don't think I can sleep. It's on. Oh, come on. I was still off. Nothing new in the kitchen. I'm not hungry at all. Who could eat it in a situation like this? Can't reach anybody, not the police or the church.
I just met some guy named Vincent.
Vincent?
He's a friend of yours, right?
I'm not sure.
He said when we get to Silent Hill to look for a guy named Leonard. And he gave me this map. What do you want to do?
We can't trust him, but we've got no other choice.
Here, take this too.
What's this?
Your father was holding it. Started raining. Are you sleeping?
I'm awake.
You cold? What's the deal with Silent Hill anyway? It used to be a nice, quiet little town. But now,
You've been there?
once, on a missing persons case. Never did find him. But I'll tell you, that's one screwed up town. My line of work, you hear a lot of nasty rumors.
I was born and raised there.
Sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
No offense taken.
Anyway, I thought you grew up in Portland. What's wrong? Feeling sick?
My head's pounding like the worst hangover ever.
Maybe you're car sick.
No. I'm just trying to remember. My childhood. Something terrible happened in Silent Hill 17 years ago. A woman named Dahlia. She tried to summon the ancient god of the town. She offered up her very own daughter.
That's crazy.
Maybe so, but it worked. The girl gave birth to a god. You see, that girl had special powers.
Powers?
Her classmates called her a witch. She could make things happen with her mind. She could kill people just by wishing for it. But in the end, that god was killed by a single person. My father, Harry Mason. I guess it wasn't much of a god if it could be killed by a human being. But I think Claudia's trying to do the same thing again. And I've been chosen as the sacrifice.
You've got some kind of power in you too?
After the god was killed, the girl reappeared. She was holding a baby in her arms. Before she died, she gave the baby to my father. He loved me just like I was his very own daughter. Even though he didn't know who or what I was. It was so sudden. I never had a chance to tell you how happy you made me.
I'm gonna head for that Leonard guy's house. You check out the hospital. You got the map, right?
Yeah,
Gonna be okay alone?
I'm not a child, you know. Are you sure it's not you who's afraid to be alone?
You're right. I am afraid. I'm 50-something years old. I ain't never seen nothing like this. I still feel like I'm dreaming.
More like a nightmare, I'd say.
Yeah. I want to wake up and have a smoke already. Meet me back here when you're finished looking around the hospital. Okay?
Roger.
That's got to be a coincidence. But still, that's pretty weird. Who could have done this?
All I can think.
It's not Vincent leaving the
No,
symbols
it's
around.
not.
I mean, it wouldn't be above him either.
Exactly.
Anyways,
After that depressing.
we're officially in Silent Hill now. We're in Jackson. I feel like that is a good place to call this stream right here. There it is. There it is. Boop and boop.
You got a good relationship with your dad, go tell him you love him.
Yes, if you have a good relationship with your dad, now's a good time to go tell them you love them. We were put on this earth to feel joy. Okay, is anyone on we can read? Something less depressing than this?
I don't know if Chachi just went.
Max and Chachi just went live doing what? They are playing Space Crew. I don't know what that is, but it's gotta be better than this.
It's gotta be happier than this.
It's gotta be happier than this. So hold on, let's get that raid ready. Alright. Thank you guys so much for joining us on Xander's Weekend O streams.
So I fucking have to stream.
And that's fine. If you're feeling squirrely, do you want to stream Hades tonight?
Yeah.
We might stream more Hades later tonight since we're ending this fairly early. But in the meantime, I'm going to send you over to Max and Chachi's channel. They're playing Space Crew. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like fun. Thank you guys once again for joining us on this stream. We appreciate, as always, all of your follows, views, support, etc. Chrono Cross over the weekend. We also might be doing a watch party for the Guilty Gear Exard story mode. If you are following me on Plurk or following our Twitter account, we'll have more information about that there. Then in the meantime, I'm going to send you on the raid. You guys have a lovely evening. Good night.
Bye, y'all.